on, as we mentioned at a couple of points throughout the day, the data collection, which we have been grateful to 60 families from around the world that have already participated. And we are anxious to use some of that de-identified data to inform a grant proposal that we are working on to further the natural history study that you have heard about today. So please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, or likely anyone on this call for that matter, but I would be happy to spearhead and to take those questions. Also, we are looking at, in the middle of May, hosting an info session, so you can just learn a little bit more. You've heard quite a bit of endorsement from our providers today on this, but also there's from last May, Dr. Wolf joined us for a family call and gave an endorsement of the importance of disease registries too. So encourage you to consider that. And then next, Jen, just the shout out that Genevieve gave the teaser to. We are super excited that we are going to be with a half-day session specifically just for 4-H. At the ULF conference on June 25th. At most, Dr. Wolf, Dr. Bernard, they have been really, really instrumental in helping us think through how that comes together, what that looks like. And so we're so grateful to the two of you, but we're really excited about how that's coming together, and more information to come on that next week. But you may know that registration is already open. If you use the code Yaya 4H, the foundation is really excited to be covering registration fees for everybody. The foundation, will be there in person, but we are also sponsoring that the content be available virtually. And so we will work really hard to have an in-person and virtual sort of meshing experience that everybody can participate in. So we are super excited to be in person and virtual. So look for more information coming on that. And with that, and one thing I didn't put on here, but in May, we have a family call coming up. You'll see more information as we finalize it. Elise, ULF is in the Chicago area, as it has been for the last couple of years anyway. So Chicago, more information coming. And a family call also coming in May. We're going to focus on caregiver well-being. Tammy Buck, I know you'll be happy to hear that. And if there are any other families that want to be a part of shaping that agenda, please reach out to me. That is not totally shaped yet, so always taking family input. And so finally then, Jen, just the next slide, just obviously an enormous thank you to every single person who engaged, showed up, asked questions, presented. This is exactly what we hoped this would be. And, when we had rehearsals yesterday with all of the presenters, they were blown away that there were 40 families that have registered. They were very excited that, there was just early signs of, I heard from many of us heard from many of you that you were looking forward to this. And so we just appreciate how you show up, how you are a part of this community, because, together is the answer, not individually or separately. So did I give everything? The sessions were recorded, so we will be eager to share those out as we sort of quality control them for any personal information and splice them and share those out. So I think with that, an enormous thank you. A couple of us will move on to the lounge if there's any further discussion that you want to have, whether you want to meet other families or meet the foundation, what have you. So thank you so much, everybody. We're so grateful. Take care.